Coming.
Winter's coming.
Welcome to
Guys,
Burn After
we about
Watching.
We're about to burn this down, guys.
It's
Burn
me.
after watching.
I'm Joel, as always.
Actually, I had way more notes for this than normal, so
I know.
there we go.
It's
But we have
fucking
this
crazy.
beer. We've already had this beer, but it's still
Okay.
delicious, so. It's perfect for Death by Coconut, which is almost as bad as Death by Mask.
It's an Irish style porter, so obviously it's the best.
And coconut obviously is in it as well.
Yeah.
Because
Because Irish people have so many coconuts.
Irish coconut. The
Yes.
Irish coconut. Drink the Irish coconut.
Irish coconut. Okay, so I have to explain this cookie to you.
Okay.
So when I was little, we used to get they weren't Archway, they were another company like Dutch cookies.
Dutch cookie. Dutch
Yeah.
Oven. Dutch oven.
Yeah, and they had
from the Dutch.
they had Dutch cocoa cookies, and after school I used to come home and I'd take two of them and I'd put peanut butter in between and I'd make a sandwich, and it's like an infamous cookie now because my brother remembers.
This
It's
is like her childhood, right?
yes, here's like, and it's one of the few things my brother remembers
want to
from
be
childhood
famous,
because
I'll make you infamous.
he's gotten rid of most of it in his brain. So
Pros?
do it.
The
Prost.
cookies?
no,
Sing it,
sludge.
sing it, sing it.
Sludge.
Sludge.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, this is actually like a really good beer cookie because it's like dense,
This peanut butter tastes off from the peanut butter you normally put
Yeah,
in
I know.
cookies a little bit.
a little tame.
So guys, how we we don't have to say how we do it, but let's talk
Let's talk
about
about this movie, right?
because honestly,
Because you were expecting Mike Myers, right?
Yeah, this is
obviously, right?
This is the last of our Halloween series.
Mm-hmm.
I was and this is full honesty. When I first saw this, I thought we were gonna watch the Nicolas Cage classic Season of the Witch, and I was super excited.
Oh, you watch that one too. Let's watch that one too.
And then Wicker Man.
Well,
wraps up.
thankfully though, because I literally just like my mind glossed over the Halloween thing, but thankfully, like you said, like
Sent that second message, yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one, okay.
Well, no, I'm not joking. He legit thought I meant
I
like
thought
the
Halloween
third
Town.
Halloween
I
Town.
thought you meant Halloween.
I've never
Fuck
watched
is
any
that?
of those fucking movies. Fuck those
I haven't either.
movies.
What is that even? I don't even know.
No,
what that
they're
means.
like kids' movies.
I was like, I haven't seen any of those, so we're starting with the third one. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Starting number 3,
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah, it makes
sure,
sense.
whatever.
This thing just keeps going off.
And it will. It'll
Yeah.
keep doing that.
Yeah.
That's what you
Uh,
get.
That's what
The
children's
button is
toys do.
the most sensitive of buttons.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got one of those.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, I'll drink to that.
Oh my god! I feel like it's motion set off or something.
This is
No, this button is very sensitive. Very
So, guys, we watched Halloween 3,
Season
Season
of
of
the
the
Witch.
Witch,
Which was a departure from the first two.
because it has no Mike Myers.
Yep.
It's obviously about witches, right?
Can you tell us a little bit of the history of
So yeah,
Halloween?
so John Carpenter originally envisioned.
This is
The Halloween-
the first picture.
Oh my god! Of course, yeah.
Fuck, are you serious?
Fuck you.
He originally envisioned the Halloween movies that like each one would be a different story on Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
but that they would be feature-length films. But the first one came out
I
and people
didn't know
loved
that.
Mike Myers so much that they wanted him to make a second one, which he did. But then his whole thing was, I want the third one to be a different story. As you can tell, it's the only one that was ever a different story because everyone was like, "Yeah, we just want more Mike Myers," and that's
Hey,
what happened.
how about we don't
Yeah.
do that anymore?
Like, hey, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. And of course, then R.L. Stein took the idea and turned it into a book. So there you go.
Goosebumps.
I definitely said this is Goosebumps the movie, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first time I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is Goosebumps the movie.
Yeah. Way to go, R.L.
This
Stein.
movie is 99 minutes, so we never get back.
The first thing I thought about this
99 minutes, well
was
spent.
I can't wait for the witch to show up because I had no clue about this fucking movie. I was like, I can't wait for that witch to show up. Oh, there's a commercial that's very.
Alright, so
annoying.
let's talk about the synopsis. Because it's nutballs! Okay, so we entered on this guy running away from this man in gray. The men in gray.
Men in Grey.
They're
Men
in the
in
movie.
Grey.
The
Right.
men in gray.
Right?
Right?
The Men
So-
in Grey.
This guy gets
What are
away
they
from
called?
one of them. He finds help from a stranger, gets to a hospital.
Like
and
a
then-
very classically white old dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets to a hospital, and then shit just goes loose. Shit just breaks away. And,
Literally
and,
breaks
and
away.
literally.
And that doesn't just break it, it's just stupid.
But amazing, right? So
It makes you
Um,
think, what am I getting
so
into?
let's say the music was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it starts
The
really
music
well.
is
Like
dope.
it,
I was like,
yeah.
okay.
And
okay.
it starts really good. You're just like, oh, what's going on with this guy? Like he's and he amazingly is able to fend off his attacker by pulling out, this like
Yeah, he crushed
cinder
him with
block.
a car. He crashed him with a
Crashed the
goddamn car.
Like, stupidly. And I
Right.
was like, wait, what?
Oh, let's talk about how they let you know, like, exactly what day it is and also what time it is in that day, just in case you were worried about, like, how much time had, like,
Halloween?
yeah,
Halloween.
They also start with like the weird pumpkin thing, and the computers are cool and scary.
Right, yeah.
Like, okay, why are we
Yeah.
watching this?
That was some computer shit
Yeah.
right back. Like, let's
Pretty
get
awesome.
the state of the art stuff
Yeah.
to this one.
Like, guys, I did 5 million lines of code. Watch this pumpkin
Right.
come up real quick.
So enter our hero, and of course you know he's the hero because he's obviously a great father, like a super ex-husband, like a really great doctor who grabs his nurses
all
butts
the
all
ladies
the time.
love him.
Yeah, all
Every
the
single
ladies
lady.
are
Brothers
they're all
hate him.
over
This
it.
character, I believe, was originally written for Michael Douglas, but he
Right,
couldn't do it.
yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But he looks like Norm from Cheers.
No, he looks like Dennis fucking Farina. That's what
Yeah.
like this guy's young
Like
Dennis
Tom-
Farina.
by the way,
Boba Dennis Farina.
I'm pretty sure Tom Atkins has like exclusively done horror.
Yeah,
for
you're
his
like,
entire
oh, he's
career.
doing something else. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, what? And also, no,
Yeah.
remind me so I never
So,
have to watch that.
yeah. Yeah.
Because he was.
I'm gonna look him up on
Kermit.
IMDb and make sure I never watch those movies.
His acting was ultra rare.
And it's just like 80s to the extreme, like right from the beginning.
Oh, definitely.
Casual sexual harassment, check. A guy just walking into a hospital in the middle of the night, check. Oh, all the ADR. Can we talk about all the ADR in this
Oh
movie?
yeah, they ADR'd a lot of stuff. It's like, and none of it was good or
No,
useful.
no.
Like, why'd you do that? Why?
Yeah.
Like none of the scenes were like, especially in the beginning before you knew like stuff about the scene where the old guy's getting chased and crushed by the car. You're like, this wasn't entertaining in any way.
Mm.
Also, that hospital was legit abandoned. There
Yeah.
was no fucking
One
money
doctor
there.
there, one nurse, but a bunch of people.
One sexy nurse who was
yeah.
really helpful.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a crisis moment came along, she really just owned it. She had it down, you know. She
She did a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
Like her role's just like exposition paperwork kind of thing,
Yeah.
and then dead. So.
Oh, also he had a mustache and an open like shirt. Can we just talk?
Yeah,
about
and I was confused. I was like, oh, he's a doctor. Okay.
It was like if all the sex was formed into a man,
Yeah.
and then that man was playing by Tom Atkins.
Also, I don't know if you caught it, but right at the beginning. Oh, also shout out to the woman who played his wife. Was Nancy from the first movie, one of the teenagers who gets murdered. She was also cast in this movie as his ex-wife.
Why not, right?
But
Oh,
right
because
from the
it's supposed to be
beginning,
this cool anthology thing that did.
yeah, and I think she's married to a producer or something like
Sure.
that. Yeah.
It was
So-
probably supposed to be like American Horror Story, but you know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but she says right from the beginning something about alcohol and being a doctor don't mix. So you know he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, alcoholic.
You know he's a
But
terrible
she never
father.
see him drink. Do we see
Right.
him drink?
No, he was at the bar. Remember the girl
Oh,
comes
okay.
and finds him at the
So-
bar.
He brought
So-
his kids
and they
masks.
knew,
He was
and they
not
knew.
a terrible
Oh yeah,
father.
no, he brings the shitty masks. Their mom had already gotten them the good masks, so she knows the shit. Can we just?
It's a
can we
good
just
mask, we'll say. We haven't got
say?
that far yet.
So, yeah, this guy just comes in, murders this other guy, and then just goes back to the car and just lights himself on fire. Also, that guy looked like Conan O'Brien, so I wrote Conan. Just lights
I
himself
put
on fire.
every one of those guys was named Brad.
Yeah.
Also, though, okay, so then this doctor becomes a fucking detective for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Reason.
No,
No,
but-
it was not, I was like, what the? What?
Can we just talk
There's
about?
not a police officer anywhere near.
So
this.
the daughter of the old man comes in, and of course she's young and hot, you know,
Oh,
right away.
she was
What a
hot.
meet
And
cute!
ready to.
I
What
was
a
like-
fucking meet cute!
I was uncomfortable with how young she was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
And she
You
was
know,
down to fuck.
BT
like
Dubs,
the
BT
first
Dubs.
no one.
Let's no, you're jumping
No,
ahead.
Mm.
BT Dubs, the woman who played his wife was 15 years younger than him. She was 25 years younger than him. Just so we're all
In
clear.
real life.
In real life.
Stacey Nelkin.
Yeah.
She's still pretty good looking, actually.
She's pretty good looking.
She's still pretty. I'd do it.
Born in 1959, though. She's still.
She's still.
She's almost as
She's
old
probably
as
still
mine.
down fuck.
Yes.
So, yeah, so they meet each other. They give each other these, like, pensive glances. Like,
And you're like, wait,
Yeah.
what is happening?
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
And then it happens
So,
like
and then-
what it, they,
Oh, we also have to mention the,
we do. Mention it.
the other doctor who, has to go through the ashes. She's super into him, too, because,
Yeah.
like, all women are just, like,
Don't they kiss?
they
They,
want it.
kiss.
Yeah.
oh, he fully kisses
For
her,
no
like, on the
fucking
lips. Yeah.
reason.
No, well, no,
Why?
because he's getting her to break the rules for him. So,
And then
you know,
they kiss.
yeah.
I'm like, why are you kissing?
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
This is the 80s.
I was like, is that what people did in the
He's
80s?
so
Kiss full
sexy.
mouth, kiss
Yeah.
people like that they.
Well, I
friends
mean, if
with?
you have a Buford mustache going on, yeah.
It's
of
like,
course
ooh,
you
let me taste the flavors on that
do.
thing. Like,
Oh, you eat some lunch. I got some mustard in there.
gross.
So he gets this coroner to just like totally go against the rules of her job and do the stuff for him, right? So then she comes along and finds him at the bar where he's drinking, and she's like, "Hey, I heard you came to the funeral. Thanks. Also, I don't know about my dad's. Like, I don't like what really happened." And he's like, "This is what really happened. And guess what? I'm gonna drop my kids and my job because obviously I'm not working for
He's
the next
fully
however
on
many
board
days."
minute one
Yeah.
of this whole thing.
No, and you know why he's on board? Because
Yeah.
yeah, she's
he's
super
down to
hot.
clown.
He's down to
Down
clown.
to clown. Yeah, he's ready to.
If
he's
I
ready to
name,
get
if we
it.
named episodes, I
Yeah.
would name it that.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
So they decide they're gonna they research
Oh.
the company where these masks came from
Yeah.
because that's where her dad had been before he disappeared.
It was
And
called
they're
Silver
gonna go find
Shamrock.
it. Silver Shamrock.
Silver.
Oh, let's do
Halloween,
the
Halloween, Halloween, sing more days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
By the way, this commercial tells you nothing about what Silver Shamrock does or is.
Well,
No,
like,
it talks
supposedly
about
there's
them.
a
It talks about the masks.
Does it?
It does, yeah.
no, 'cause it keeps
Three
saying-
masks.
yeah, okay, the
Three
Halloween
terrifying
three.
masks
The
to
Halloween
choose from.
3.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh.
Duh! Like, oh god,
Get it?
please
Get it?
stop.
Yeah.
Also, the first Halloween exists in this world because they're playing on
It's a
one of those
movie.
things.
It's a
Yes.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, give me a break. Like, ugh.
No. No.
That was actually Mike Myers that went past.
No.
We should have made him dress up. You gotta go to the bathroom next time you gotta dress up. I really like that. It was good, guys.
Yeah, so
That should be
So
the
they
opening
go to
for our
this
show
town.
tomorrow.
and it's established that this town has CCTV. Like it's very
Yeah,
people are
slow
watching
ass cameras
them.
that are always watching them.
Yeah.
And they are the noisiest fucking thing. Like, I guess this, because 80s,
This
I
is
guess.
80s.
Yeah.
This is like
Like, what the? Okay, man. And they show it like an awkwardly long time for that much
Oh,
annoying
can
noise.
I just say also?
yes,
She's like-
you can say it.
She goes an Irish company. Oh, I dropped my phone.
God.
She goes an Irish company that makes Halloween masks. Learn your history, bitch. Halloween came from Ireland, so it totally makes sense.
Well, they do reference that in the movie later.
Yeah, later.
Celtic, they
She
say.
doesn't know shit. Thanks, man.
Yeah, her name is Ellie Grimbridge or something like wow. Ellie
Wow.
Grimbridge.
So they decide they're gonna take their time with this, which means we're definitely getting ready to fuck
and
each other.
they're in the Irish capital of California,
Right, absolutely.
Santa Mira.
Right. So, but here's the best part. They're like, let's rent some rooms, and then they pull up to the place, and then all of a sudden, she's his wife. He's like, oh, me and my
Say,
wife
I'm
are
gonna be
here
your
in
wife.
town.
I literally, my wife and I, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What?
And she's totally fine with it. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm your wife, sure.
She's
Yeah, you
already
don't
down
want
to
to.
fucking
Yeah.
clown.
But this
Yeah.
guy's full of bad ideas.
No, he's literally like the epitome of date
I
rape.
wrote he's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
That's one thing I wrote for.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, dude is a creep. That's one thing I wrote.
I put wacky side character's gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, they kept like just expositing Rocky side characters. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a lady and I'm angry and I'm walking by you guys and talking. I'm like, okay, that lady's dead. Like, I'm a dude and I'm also angry. And also
No, and I love how they were like, they're like the most Americans that you can find.
Oh, by the way, Ellie, the actress Stacey Nelkin that plays Ellie Grimbridge, if you notice, she has that accent that is like the old classic actress accent, the one that Americans made up to be an accent.
Right.
To be, which I actually liked. I was like, oh, she's definitely classically trained.
Yeah.
Where, oh, now I have that voice that's like no one talks like this, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
So then he's like, she's my wife, but then he's like, maybe we should get separate rooms if you're not comfortable with being
Yeah,
with
I'm
me.
like, is this gonna turn into
And
a
she's like-
porno?
And then she
yeah, it's like,
I
literally
am
like
comfortable.
jumps on him.
yeah.
She's like, oh no, remember she goes, I don't know, doctor.
Well, how wet were you when you saw this guy? Like, think about it.
What I loved,
Doctor, he's a
what I
doctor.
loved is how visibly, like, and audibly disturbed he was
Their
by
kiss
that.
was
It was
disgusting.
like,
yeah.
it was, yeah.
I was like,
This is what I wrote when that happened. What is happening? No.
Yeah. I wrote.
like their kiss looked awkward
Oh, yeah.
and disgusting.
Gross.
It looked like they hated each
And
other.
Yeah.
it was like
And
a lot
I
of wet,
hated everything.
a lot
about
of wet mouth sounds involved in
I
it.
wrote,
and it's just like,
oh fucking god, grossest kiss ever.
Yeah.
She has some serious daddy issues.
yeah, no, seriously, because
Yeah.
that guy is
Yeah.
Not even conservatively old. He is old.
They literally officially met this morning, like a few hours before this point.
Like, I'm not gonna write slut on here, but like, come on.
I wrote that kid was gross, and I wrote woman needs gross middle-aged dick.
Well, and then they're like showing her like laying down all sexy, and they show like his back.
Oh
and
no,
it's
let's
like,
wait, we're jumping ahead. That's a different scene.
He also said,
That's
he said, I ain't got no diseases. Don't mind if I have a drink.
Oh, you're talking about the drunk guy? Yeah, the drunk
I
guy.
ain't got no
Yeah.
diseases.
Yeah.
I ain't got no diseases. Like,
Yeah.
Also, this town is a 6 p.m. curfew,
Yeah.
which no one honors.
No, so I love how they're like speak on curfew, but I guess because they're guests in the town, it's okay for them to be out.
No, but also
But
the
that
fucking
guy's-
steno bomb, yeah.
That guy's store should have been closed also, right? So then the
Yes, like
the
the
guy's
store
like-
shouldn't have been open
the
either.
guy's clearly, obviously, already drunk, and he's like, "But can I get more to drink?" And then he gives him all of his alcohol. He gives
can
him
you-
like the whole bottle.
can you tell me what his meal was, though? His last meal?
The homeless guy?
Yeah.
Cheese whiz
On bread.
on bread.
I was gonna say robot dick because they pushed him to his knees and like definitely fucked his face.
Cheese was all over that bread. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so good.
Here come the men in gray, ripping people's heads off.
the men in
Or
bread.
ripping their nose
Yeah.
out?
Oh yeah, with their dad, how they
Fuck
like.
was that
They're
about?
being violent for no reason. Like,
Yeah, but then other times you're just like, oh, we're just gonna put you in, we're just gonna capture you for a little bit.
Well,
yeah.
there's reasons for that. So.
Kind
To
of.
keep the movie going. That's the
Yeah,
Uh,
because the movie has
Because
to
the
keep
runtime.
So
you
Mateo
got it.
wrote Marge Gutman, not a fan. Not a fan of Marge Gutman.
Gutman.
She's
Gutman.
kind of like a little, like kind of a heroine of the movie though. So, but
Do you have my notes?
so no, you said it out loud, and I thought it
Use
was
my
funny.
brain.
So now we get to the really awesome sex scene, right? So she's in the shower. You get to see some side boobs, so that
Obscure
was nice.
side
No,
like,
and bush, full bush.
yeah, well,
like
it's the
I missed the
80s.
bush.
like
Oh,
full
I-
bush, but it's behind a screen.
Yeah, but I can get on board with that. I mean, she's
No, I mean I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's weird to see like and like. By the way, what? Tell me what this scene connects to. Nothing.
Yeah,
The answer's nothing.
No.
It's a 5-second scene with like boobies, bush, bye, over.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they didn't need to show that.
You also
any
get to
reason
see
to
Dennis
produce
Fran's
it.
ass.
Is that the gross
Tom
producers?
Atkins' ass, I mean.
And while she's doing this, he calls the coroner to see if she's found out anything out. She's sifting the ashes with her like
Oh.
beautifully manicured
A
nails, no
fucking
gloves,
car autopsy.
no gloves.
This is a car. This is a coroner
Yeah, but this
doing an
makes sense.
autopsy
That
on a
makes
car.
Well, no,
Guys,
What?
you guys
no.
should
The whole
Transform
point was
movies.
that they couldn't find the body within the car because it was like so burned up, so she had to
No.
sort through.
No, that's not the way it works.
ashes.
Not the way it works. Also, she's like, "Oh, I don't think this part belongs to a car." Later in the scene, I'm like, "How the fuck would you know
Yeah.
that? You're a coroner."
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Well,
anything.
hey, so you're saying women can't be mechanics too, man?
No, I'm saying she's a goddamn coroner sorting with her bare ass hands
Okay,
in a car.
honestly, if you had like a weird part and like I could probably tell if it was from a car or not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that.
No, you could.
I bet you I could.
I don't think you
We're gonna,
could.
next challenge, guys. We're gonna do
Next
next
challenge.
She's
challenge.
really smart. So
Car
so
burn now.
Fuck that bullshit.
So let's get to the
Like, that is
Supergirl
an
sex
alternator.
scene,
You're
and then
like, no,
get past the
it's sparkling.
Supergirl sex scene.
It's from a
Okay,
car.
so he comes in and she's like got this teddy on, right? And she's
But
like,
I
yeah.
bet
that's fine.
daddy,
By the way,
dad dying makes
she,
her
yeah,
horny.
like
She
her
came
dad
into town
died.
for her dad's funeral.
And she
But
brought,
she brought a
her?
teddy with her.
A
No,
fucking
and
sexy
also he
lingerie.
foreshadowed this because when the guy's helping them into their rooms, he's like, "Oh, you pack light, don't you?" And he's like, "What does she have in there?
So
Just lingerie?"
Yes.
Like,
The answer is yes.
She doesn't teddy. A teddy.
She has a teddy. She
Just in
came in.
case.
No, she has daddy issues. She came into town knowing my dad just died. I'm gonna find someone and I'm gonna fuck
Yeah,
the
it's
shit
that
out
funeral
of him.
sex that everyone
Yeah.
talks about, you know?
It was her funeral teddy. It was black.
Yeah.
Look at those
Yeah.
two. Jesus
Like,
fucking
no, I-
Christ. What is happening?
He looks like a candle that's been melting for a little bit. And,
Oh, and she says, "Don't worry, I'm older than I look."
Yeah. I put, how old are you?
Yeah.
I put, oh, is she the
Can
witch?
we say, can
Like, I
we
was
say
like, is
that
she
is
the witch
the,
then?
that is
Like-
the least sexy titty sucking scene you've ever seen in your entire
There was
life?
titty sucking, and I wrote that down as well. Like, there was sensual titty suck.
Yeah, but not because he's so gross.
But that's all they showed. It's just the titty sucking,
Yeah.
and then nothing.
But the best part is
Did you want
Then it
more?
shows
No.
them- Then
no,
it-
but this
then it
was the
shows
weirdest thing to
them,
show.
like it's now darker because they've obviously had sex, and then she wants to go again. Like they can't. This movie can't get enough
Because
of
she
how
is
much
insatiable.
people
and
wanna
he has a
fuck
giant
this
Well,
guy.
she's young.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
young. She's
Yeah.
obviously
And his
he's a
dick
big
obviously-
hero.
Well, no, and that's
He
what I
probably
said.
smells like musk
That's
and
what I
shit.
said is
Like
he
old
goes.
English
He's
leather.
like, "Aren't you
Yeah.
tired?" And it's like, "No, she's not tired.
What?
You're old."
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Like-
because he's very old.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm
God.
really, I'm actually am very tired, and I would
He's
like
like,
an
"My
old
wife
lady
never
best."
asked for it this this much.
He's got like that original Old Spice on, you know.
Yeah.
So she's like down to fuck.
He's like, honestly,
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I'm just not impressed with your sexual exploits.
So while this is going on, Marge has realized that this thing that came off of the mask is like, she's like, oh, there's like a microchip in here. What's this
So I'm gonna
microchip?
try to dig
Also,
into it.
just pulls a hairpin out, ain't no thing. You know, she's just got,
Have those back in the 80s.
And she's digging into it, and
It shoots a laser
It
into her
shoots a
goddamn
laser.
mouth.
face.
yeah. Now that's actually, this is a pretty good scene. Like they did a good job
Yeah,
with like
it's
that.
fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
And they
Actually-
really love their like long death.
That's the
scenes,
first
too,
thing
where
I
they're,
actually was like
twitching
impressed by
for a
something. I
while.
was like,
Yeah.
oh,
But
cool.
also,
Yeah.
was the bug in the laser?
No, man, come on, you saw the end. The bug is in the magic of the stone.
Yeah, magic, because magic.
Why?
Because magic.
It's a magic
Why?
laser. It's not a regular laser, it's a magic
Because the later
laser.
little kid has a snake come out of his face. I'm like, why?
You're giving it all away.
What? Well,
I know.
The scene after that.
Excuse me.
The scene after that was when we saw some dude ass and I wrote it on there.
Dude ass.
Dude ass!
Old guy ass. I wrote old
Like
guy
anyone
ass.
wants to see that. Also, so I had to tell him that the Irish guy in this has the worst Irish accent ever, but he is from Ireland.
Oh yeah, for him he's
That's
actually
like
Irish,
he
yeah.
actually is from Ireland.
My favorite part of the
I
scene.
was like,
My
did
favorite
you
part of
lose
that
it?
meet cute scene with him was they're literally bringing out a woman that is her face is covered and he's like, she's gonna get the best kill.
Yeah.
He goes,
No, she's dead.
he's like, we're gonna take her
Sure,
to the
sure.
factory where she'll
No.
get the best care.
Sure,
The
we've
factory.
got the greatest
Yeah.
facility there that'll
The
give her
factory.
the best care money can
and
buy.
your Irish
And
accent's
it's
better
called-
than
It's
his.
better than his.
And it's called the factory.
He, like,
what?
Well, no, it is the
It's like-
factory. Everything's at the
Yeah, it's-
factory.
yeah, exactly.
That's where the medical facility.
Yeah.
Have you
The
ever
best
been to like a
medical
cool?
facility is
Yeah,
at
have
the
you ever been to like a
factory.
hot ass club that's called
Right.
the
Yeah.
barn? Like
No,
that's what
it's like
that.
Willy Wonka's factory, where like you know they can
Oompa,
live there, they can
oompa,
get medical
oompa.
care there.
Dude,
I would have given this movie
I'm a
5
robot.
stars
Name
if there were
Brad.
Columbus
Yeah.
in this goddamn
They
factory.
were. They were called Brad, and they were the fucking robots.
They were the men in gray.
the Men in Gray.
Yeah, but yeah, he was saying how it like almost sounded German, like it was
Yeah, it
the
was really-
weirdest fucking accent.
I thought for 1 second he was Max von Sydow.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm looking at this dude, I'm like, is that Max von Sydow?
So they named some of the things that made this guy rich.
Yeah.
One of them was the dead dwarf dad, and the soft chainsaw. And I thought that was fun.
The soft chainsaw.
Yeah.
Because those are obviously big sales.
right. Well, because it was
Can I get? I'll take
they
5
made a
dead
lot
dwarf
of
dads,
gag
please.
gifts before that, and
First
then
of all,
they,
the Dead Dwarf Dad sounds
Yeah.
like a great beer name.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Or a great band name. Like
Yeah.
a ska
Yeah.
band name was Dead Dwarf Dad.
Triple D.
It's like definitely something I'm looking for a Halloween. I'm like, do you guys have any Dead Dwarf Dads left? Like,
Listen, I need
So-
a couple Dead Dwarf Dads.
So he calls the corner again because I feel like he almost checks in with her too much. But like the sexual tension between them is
no,
palpable.
he does so
Like,
much
he
that it
literally-
gets her killed.
Well, yeah, and that was the whole point, is
Yeah.
that it's being bugged. But he literally just fucked this other chick, and he's like, don't wait till I
Yeah.
get home.
But also, like, the scene before this, he's talking about how tired he is, but he's fucking thirsty
Yeah.
as fuck.
Seriously.
Like, dude, calm your
Yeah.
mustache
I
having ass
said,
down.
Homie already getting the swerve on, and then I put dude has a stunt cock.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
seriously.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy you some dinner after I get back. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was like,
dude.
does he have crazy pheromones or something? Like, what is...
Yes.
Yeah.
He
That's
has
the
a
point.
sex. He's
Yeah.
addicted to a bunch of things.
He's got
including
that.
Sex.
He's got that Michael Douglas pheromone going
Yeah.
on. Like everyone wants.
So they come into the factory, right, to check out the order and find out what happened with her dad. And then he comes in and asks them their names, and they're Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Just, you know.
And like that's cool. With him.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
tell the guy immediately was like, "Yeah, no."
Well, and he'd already been watching them, so he's just like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, you know. I said great
You're so
undercover
stupid.
name.
Also, I wrote, his name is Connell Cochran. Connell Cochran in the Mask Factory. Like,
It was basically
Yeah.
Willy Wonka. Yeah, he's Willy
It's
Wonka.
basically, yeah.
Except the worst
Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
so, and then they go through for the whole tour, you know, watch how the masks are made, and then there's a special, like, secret ingredient or whatever that they put in them, the final stages.
The special, there's lots
Yeah.
of chemicals
Right,
involved.
exactly, yeah.
And
Whatever
also,
that is, yeah.
and also a special process.
So also then they're walking out and she sees her father's car, and of course she's a fucking dumbass. She literally had said before, we should not stand out at all.
But
And
also-
she's like,
all of them are dumbasses.
Yeah.
Like the fucking
Yeah.
Brads are like, just open this fucking
Yeah.
thing up with a car in it that's half not even covered. I'm like, you're goddamn robots. Where's your precision?
Also, before this, they asked about Marge Gutman. We forgot about that.
oh yeah.
Marge Gutman.
And they're like, she's been flown to San
Oh
Francisco.
sure, she's been flown to San Francisco
Hoity
to get the
toity,
greatest care.
Target.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they say the factory was the best place?
Yeah.
So how is San Francisco?
Yeah, so why
better?
is she getting flown to San Francisco?
Well, no, because if you guys listen, he did say for emergency care.
Oh, okay.
So
This
so
is
th-
long-term
this is- Yeah, it's a long-term thing. It's a hospice.
No,
It's a
where they
hospice thing,
reconstruct her face.
yeah.
or
And
something.
get the bugs out, I
Her
guess.
face was fucked.
Because there's bugs crawling out of her face.
Right. So also they at this point in the movie, like it's daytime and then all of a sudden it's nighttime. They go back to the.
It's very consistent. It's
Yeah.
very.
They
it's
go
very
back to
troubling.
the hotel and they get stolen or whatever. Like, well, she gets stolen. He goes. So can I just say?
Stolen.
Can I just?
Kidnap. They call it kidnapping.
Yeah,
yes.
whatever.
She's not a goddamn robot.
She gets
or is she?
taken. If it was Liam Neeson, he would just, he would have.
Nobody calls the police at this point.
Yeah. Oh,
at
of
all.
courst not.
No,
Right.
you can't. They tried. They couldn't.
yeah,
Remember,
they
they kept
only-
going.
Yeah, he kept trying to call and he kept
Yeah.
getting the operator and he couldn't
Oh,
get
okay.
through to
Which
the operator.
was, I was
Yeah.
like, this is a problem. You could like if you remade this movie, this would this like,
Yeah.
oh fuck you. I'll just fucking use Google Text. I'll use everything else. I'll fucking email. Like,
None of that exists.
These robots,
Yeah.
by the way, filled with delicious butterscotch pudding.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
we talk about
Right.
that?
I put pea soup because that's the one.
It's kind of a mix. But also, can we talk about that animatronic old woman he found? Because, like, as soon as you walk in, she's not fucking real.
Yeah.
That's not a person.
But this robot was made in 1785.
Oh, no, he said
Yeah,
that.
1785.
A rare piece made in 1785.
She has
What?
goddamn
I should
robot
have
parts
to
in her.
get a replacement.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Man, what are you
Like
talking
she's
about?
Metal Gears inside of her. Like,
But also, like,
what?
he fucking 1v1's a robot.
Yeah.
That let's
Yeah.
not put that out to dry.
Who we already proved was super strong before this. Like,
Right.
He is not
No.
a strong man.
And
He
I
gets
love-
thrown around a lot.
I love how, like, as soon as he realizes, like, when he gets his hand in there and gets it out, all of a sudden he's like he goes into
Yeah.
shock. He's like, fucking can't handle it.
Like,
He's
oh, if
just
this had been a human guts, it would have been
Right,
fine with it.
exactly.
Like, and now that it's a butterscotch robot,
Right.
and also if you look at the scene, like when they capture him, he's like trying to wipe his hand.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
oh,
just like,
God.
fuck this. As the actor's like, fuck this.
So he finds out that all these guys
Awful.
are animatronics and that this guy's like evil for some reason, and then all of a sudden it's daytime again.
but
Like,
also,
did they take him on another tour?
also
There's
nothing
that
really
long
happens
reach?
to him and he like falls asleep. He's like
Yeah.
you're dealing with him. He's like
it's just
completely
like, yeah, like
compliant
he's
at that
in
point.
shock
Like,
for the next 8 hours. I don't fucking know. Like,
like, they didn't do anything
Yeah.
to him.
No, didn't they trank? I thought they tranked him.
They,
with
like,
a bunch of-
Maybe.
put
I
it
don't
back.
know.
remember
But he was
that.
like completely compliant.
yeah. So just so you know, you guys, it's October 31st.
Cause
Halloween is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Now it is Halloween. Silver Shabbat.
So,
Get crunked.
yeah. So it's daytime now, and he takes him to like the whole centerpiece of this. Like, you find out what it is, and guess what? They foreshadowed it earlier in the movie when the black guy was watching TV.
Oh yeah, but I like that. That was
You know, that was good. He stole a giant fucking
He sold the
rock
entirety
from
of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, it was-
Like a giant rock. And I love how he goes, oh, it was a time getting it here. It's
It's like, oh, the magic's in, not the magic, you said, like, oh, the power's in the rock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Because magic. Well, no, so they have the rock, and they're like banging
Breaking
at
it
it
up,
or
yeah.
whatever, yeah. And then putting that into computers that have no numbers or real
That's how
screens. They're
computers
just
work.
buttons and
Which,
Like
by the way,
numbers.
he could manipulate one of these fucking
Oh, yeah,
computers,
no, that's
and
you're
that
jumping
pissed
ahead. But
me
yeah.
off. Pissed me off.
very easily.
It was so bad.
Like,
Like,
the
he
buttons,
knew exactly what to do.
the
Yeah.
button said nothing on them. By
Yeah.
the way,
The
they said nothing. The
Yeah.
button said nothing on them. They're
Fuck
just
you.
buttons.
Fuck you, Dennis.
No, but anyway,
Okay.
you can take magic and turn it into science. Like, it's not that hard.
But was it even science? I don't even know.
I
Well,
wrote
they're
Dr. Super
microchips,
Spy on here.
so,
Just be
yeah,
rough on this.
yeah.
Yeah, which it was another thing. I'm like, what's the microchip for then? Because
Yeah.
like microchips don't fire anything. They're
Yeah.
computer parts.
These people obviously had no clue what computers did. They just heard that microchips were cool,
Right.
and
Yeah.
so they made
It's
microchips.
all the rage now.
So,
the Vic 20 has come out
So he takes him and puts him in a room
in a room
and ties him up.
and gives him a
Puts
mask.
the super
Yeah.
American family in another room, and you find out what the masks are going to do on Halloween.
Snakes and bugs.
Yeah, so basically, like, the magic gets turned on by the,
Stupid
screen.
Silver Shamrock.
Yeah, the Silver Shamrock screen.
Look into the
Oh,
screen,
because
everyone.
there's a giveaway where you can win.
And everyone will be
Make
looking
sure
at the screen
you're
at
in
this
front
point.
of your TV.
Which
means
they
you
don't
don't-
mention in
Yeah.
any of the other commercials.
Every kid will be looking at the screen at this
Yeah.
point, by the way. Every
Right.
kid.
Every
somehow.
single kid.
Every
Everyone.
kid
Every
in
kid.
the world.
Every
Yeah,
kid in the
every
world. Presumably.
America, I think it's just America.
I'm going to say
but yeah,
I'm
every
still
kid.
the world.
Every
the
kid.
Bay Area.
They all had the mask. I mean, obviously, you saw the montage of
Every
all the
kid
kids wearing the
went
masks.
for Halloween as
Yeah.
a fucking witch, a pumpkin head.
No,
No,
no, no.
the Halloween
That's-
3.
no,
That's
no,
one of
no.
the Halloween 3.
That's what I liked about this movie, though. Those were some of my favorite scenes, though,
Or Goblin.
because they dressed them up in different
Skeleton.
ways. Like sometimes they were like
But they all had
a
this
wizard
fucking
skeleton,
mask
but
on.
they all had the masks. Yeah, no, but there was that little girl on the skateboard where she just like had
Yeah,
the mask and
just
she was
wanted
just
the
like,
mask.
oh, cool.
The
That was your
skateboard.
favorite character in the movie.
I know,
the
she
skateboard.
really was. She
Yeah.
probably was my favorite character.
Like,
that was me.
that's
So-
my Patronus right there.
But so can we just say, so he escapes, and of course, because he's just fucking amazing, he takes this mask and throws it all the way up into the corner of the room,
And fucking
and it
renders. He
lands
renders that camera.
right on the camera.
Like, what the
First
fuck?
try.
First
Why-
shot.
why?
Dr. Super Spy.
Why?
That's why.
Why?
He's Super Spy.
Why?
Oh my
I
god.
turned into a rat at that point. I'm like,
Yeah.
why? I'm malfunctioning. Why?
Oh, so then he finds her because
And he sneaks out and
just,
knows exactly where to go.
they obviously just stole her too. I said it again. They kidnapped her too, and
I mean,
she's
you're
just
not
laying
wrong
in a bed
though.
somewhere.
You're not wrong.
One of my favorite parts is when they're behind the cart, like sneaking behind the cart, and like no one notices this cart just
Yeah,
rolling
rolling.
across the room. Right?
Unattended.
So he decides he knows exactly what to do. Right? He's gonna
He
take
does.
all these microchip like label things, and he's gonna just manipulate this
Yeah.
computer to turn on
Yep.
and do the thing that it's supposed to do to make the magic happen.
By bebop
And then
moving some buttons.
he's gonna climb up into the rafters because he knows exactly how to get up there. Like he
Yep.
had all this planned out and shake the microchips down onto them, which is gonna make the magic go all crazy all over
But
them.
won't hit them.
They're
Yeah.
little
Just those
fucking
guys.
Yeah.
like little grenades, like little tiny
Yeah.
bug grenades.
Yeah.
They also work on
Oh, by the
robots.
way, guys,
Yeah.
everyone went home to watch this commercial because it was during the Horathon.
Right. Oh yeah, the Horathon,
The Horathon.
which had Halloween in it. The
Yeah.
movie.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'd rather see the
Oh,
Horathon. By the
Your
way.
Yeah.
own ass,
Yeah.
guys. Seriously, like just like.
Well, that's what we
it's
were
like
saying.
It's like dick inception up my ass. Like you know, it's a dick and a
Every
dick and a
time
dick and a
someone
dick.
was attracted to this guy, we're like, so that's
A
John
Pacino
Carpenter,
doll,
right?
basically.
That John Carpenter is this guy, and all the women just
Yeah.
want to be
Oh,
with
that
him.
was John Carpenter
Right.
like
Yeah.
running apart for himself.
Yeah. So,
He's like, and he's really
I
sexy.
said-
He's got a real bad mustache.
awesome 80s effects. Somehow the
Dad
magic
bod.
turns into a ring that like destroys all the people in it, and then the Irish guy's just standing there, and then he just kind of like glows.
Yeah,
and
he's
then,
like, well played.
right,
See you
and then
later.
they somehow get out of the factory because of course that room probably had just had an easy exit that they get out of, and then just like the fire,
It gets
in
like
the
a
background, like the
Ghostbusters fire.
Ghostbusters fire going on.
I watched it and I was like, oof.
Yeah. So.
Oof.
So, but also, if you hadn't realized by this point, they're in the car, and she just like hasn't really said a word since they've been talking.
Well,
and he's
she's
trying to get,
catatonic.
You called
trying
it.
to-
You
she's
called
trying
it.
to- he's
Catatonic.
trying to get her attention.
You were like,
He wants to
oh.
get his dick sucked.
She was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, and he's just thinking, I'm gonna fuck
Yeah,
her
yeah.
later.
Yeah, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
And then even after that, he's like, I'm still gonna try to fuck her
Yeah,
later.
it's like maybe is the vagina still working on that robot?
even the animatronic women can't keep their hands off of
I'm gonna
him.
get up in that butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, so there was like 3 separate occasions. She tries to kill him in the car. Her arm gets ripped off. She tries to kill him like in the grass. He finally like throws her away or something. Then her arm springs up and attacks. So there's springs in her arm,
Yeah.
obviously. So it springs up and
he
attacks
cuts her
him.
head off. Her head's still like kind of looking
Yeah.
around.
What? And like
she's
you
like
could-
choking him,
You
grabbing
can
his
tell
face.
the actor's trying
like,
to handle this as like an arm choking him, but it's like it's still the actor's arm, but they're cutting off the camera, and
Yeah.
so he's just like, oh, and his arm is choking my neck, and you're like,
oh, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
like just keep going.
That's
with
kind of
the
how I
scene.
felt about the whole movie, though. Was just,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. It's
So,
amazing.
so a couple things we forgot about during the sneaking scene. It wasn't only just like, first off, I wrote solid fucking snake, but
Yeah, solid snake.
he was
Look.
sneaking in fucking beige this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
It's like what really this is
Like the
It's hot.
anti-camouflage
Yeah.
color.
yeah. Well, and I mean, I guess okay. So here's what I'm positing: the Brads, since the robots can only see in the same, like the cameras had a really
Oh,
bad
right. Yeah, yeah.
like technovision
Yeah.
shit that was going
Right.
on. So maybe the
Maybe
Brads
they
only
couldn't
see
see 'em, yeah.
technovision. Yeah.
Also, let's talk about like we talked about how the part where Marge gets her face burned off is actually pretty good, and the scene where the kid like has the mask do its thing to him is actually pretty fucking weird because he just collapses and then all of a sudden like bugs and snakes are coming out of him.
Everything
It's
about that
pretty
scene is
gross.
great until the parents are like, we can't do anything.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
But also, guys, what's the end game here? Like, what is his end game? He's
To
gonna
play,
kill
to
children?
play a prank on the children.
Because then everyone want to do Sawane again.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say that because
the
the
Celtic lord.
last great Samhain was 3,000 years ago,
Where
and
we
the
murdered all
planets
the
have
kids?
aligned again.
You
So-
murdered a bunch of children.
Yeah, like is that what they did?
And I
Yeah,
feel like that's not good for the
Oh,
human
no,
race in
that's what I
general.
love. Is he's like when the streets used to run with the blood of our children and our animals.
Oh, that
Like,
sounds
like
really cool.
Sacrifices.
That's cool.
He's
Cool,
like,
dude.
oh, they're sacrifices. It's a prank on the children.
Maybe they could put the mask on the animals too together.
So he comes back to this poor guy's gas station. This guy's just got a gas station in the worst place.
Dude, hold on. We didn't talk about the fucking nurse getting her head drilled. We need to talk about
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shit,
The coroner,
that was
the
great.
coroner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the corner, yeah,
No,
corner.
that was
Sorry.
a good one
Did not
too.
mean to
So
reduct
this
that.
poor
She was
woman who was literally just trying to get some dick by like
yeah,
like
just one
trying
old
so hard
balls
like, find-
slapping her
to find
slapping
some
her perennial.
human remains
She
that
wants salt,
weren't
pepper,
there.
nuts touching her. her
Seriously.
balls.
Slapping her perennial, right? Just like
Also, she was a redhead. Like I wanted to mention that. I feel like there's a lot of like
Yeah, we
Irish
all hate
shit
redheads.
thrown in there.
Oh yeah.
No, she's blonde. It's okay.
I'm blonde. What are you talking
Um.
about?
Yeah, and then but
Yeah.
then everyone just lets the Brads come in and fucking dominate. them.
Right.
Like
Well, they're super
any-
strong.
Go, but like go
And
any
super
not
stealthy.
fast.
Yeah.
Stealthy,
They're very
but
slow.
never
No,
running.
I do love the scene how he puts it on the table, but
With
then he's drilling her with his
Yeah.
drilling her head.
Well,
But
she,
yeah.
she just wanted to get drilled anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is, there you go.
That would have been.
Right.
She wrote that down here. It's like
There
she just
you
wanted to get
go.
drilled. She finally
If
got it.
the man in gray was like, now you can finally get drilled.
Yeah.
bitch."
Which the Brad said zero charisma, so it's just
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
guys,
Like
Brads,
Cool.
No.
Brads.
Although there was the one sneezed the one time, and he was like remarkably human, aren't
remarkably
they?
human, aren't they? I was like, oh fuck you, dude.
So yeah, this
What?
poor guy has another crazy guy come into his gas station, and he's like, "Give me the phone, give me the phone," and of course he calls the one magic number that reaches all 3 television stations because that's a thing.
I'm gonna call the police.
Also,
and then the police did.
That guy has a fucking gas station in the middle of nowhere, but there's children trick or treating there.
So
Like,
you gotta turn off the TV stations. So
turn them off.
One turns
Turn
off. He's
them
like,
off.
no, the other
It's
two.
the
Yeah.
dangers, but not the last one.
Right, exactly. And it ends on a cliffhanger. Did he
Did he
ever?
turn
did
off?
they turn off?
Well, but you watched because those kids were turning the channel to get
Yeah.
to that commercial.
Yeah.
And also, the commercial was starting on everyone
Yeah.
in succession. Like, okay, come on.
Also, they knew all 3 channels of the commercial would be on.
There were
Also-
only 3 channels back then.
But they knew, okay, it's gotta
Just
be on that
turn it
channel.
off!
Okay,
Just turn it off! Just turn it off! I put kids are dumb.
That was some
That's
Hitchcock
Yeah.
shit at the end there.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Hitchcock masterpiece
Yeah.
at the end.
Tom Atkins just acting his heart out, you know.
You know,
I
if
mean,
he's,
say what you will about like the movies. The movies was terrible. Tom Atkins did it.
Yeah.
He worked.
he was the
working.
one who the Atkins diet was named after. Fun fact.
He used to be very fat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or, 'cause
He
he's-
just,
Oh, and the Atkins diet made him like the sex symbol that
Yeah.
he was. Obviously,
that's why he
so.
shared it with the world.
That's why you
after
need
that.
more meat. All
Yeah.
the meat.
oh.
He definitely was given all the meat
Yeah.
he could.
Okay, so what's
Okay.
so we just did
Midnight Meat Train.
Midnight Meat Train last week. Do we think this is better or worse than
This is
Midnight
much worse
Meat
than
Train?
Midnight Meat Train.
Oh no, I think Midnight Meat Train was worse.
I dug the Midnight Meat Train compared to this.
I did not. I dug this way more.
I do like old horror films. Though.
I do.
I don't.
That's the thing. I do. I like old cheesy stuff.
It was very cheesy.
I'm gonna say
This was definitely better than Yoga Hosers.
I hated
Yeah.
them both, but I thought I hated them both. I didn't dislike them. I hated both of these movies, and they're not the
Right.
worst things I've seen. I still Troll 2 still takes that place in my heart, I believe. But I definitely did not like this one, and it made me just feel uncomfortable. Everything
Yeah.
just made me.
The kissing scene took me.
Oh, no,
completely
yeah,
out of
it
the
was-
movie.
That was the
God
scariest
damn it.
part. That was the scariest part in my opinion.
Yeah, I was like, nothing was scary.
It
in
was
this movie. That
literally
horrible.
like you know where this is going, and it's still gonna get you, and it's gonna be horrible, and you're gonna like Joker. It was like watching the Joker, where you're like,
Exactly watching the
oh
Joker.
god, oh god,
Guys-
oh god, oh god, yep,
You
there
don't,
it is.
guys, you don't have to watch Joker now because you've watched this
Yeah.
movie.
Just watch
The
this.
joke's on you. You got to watch that old guy kiss
It's
that.
a prank
lady.
on the children.
Yeah, so you're basically saying that the Ellie Grimbridge character is Zazie Beetz, is what you're saying?
Yep, right there. Yeah, sure. Maybe that was the real end of the movie, is that he was crazy and thought all these women were
That
interesting.
would have been a better ending
Yeah.
than what happened. So
Just like in Midnight Meat Train, where him having a split personality would have been a better ending than what it was. So
We don't get to write these movies. We
I
just
know,
get to watch them,
yes.
and then we get to burn them.
but also, Ellie's dead, right? Like she's fully dead.
oh yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
She
Like, 'cause that place blew up.
They-
Like,
yeah,
you got
they-
a robot. She's
if
dead.
I feel like they killed her like immediately and turned her
Yeah.
into an animatronic. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Like
Also,
basically,
they make those things fucking fast.
basically they just picked white dudes for the
That's
most
why I
part.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
They picked all white dudes. She was like the first white lady they picked.
Let's choose a new line then.
Yeah.
It's like the T1000, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Those are the T800s. The Brads.
That's by
what I
Coconut.
Oh my god.
Burn
Thanks, you
this movie.
guys.
Yeah.
Burn it.
I watched it twice the past week, so.
Oh no, why would you do
That's
that?
your fault.
Bye everyone.